Hello everyone, starting a business in Canada is not an easy task. There are many things and many governing bodies you need to get advice from before even starting a business. In order to answer to your questions, we've got a professional here with us, a chartered professional accountant, Ragul Kanagaratnam, to answer your questions. Hello Mr. Ragul Kanagaratnam, as you know we've got questions regarding starting a business and let's get straight to the point.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Alright, so starting a business in Canada is not an easy task. There's always so many things you've got to bear in mind. So what is the most important thing for you to keep in mind when you start a business or when you run a business?
The short answer is cash flow first, and in the long term, profitability. When you start a business, you need working capital. You need working capital in liquid cash, because when you start a business, you don't know when the sales money is going to come in, and you will have a lot of expenses to set up the business. You need to be concentrating on setting up the business properly and least worry about your money. So when you start a business, make sure you have enough liquid cash with you. Now, depending on your business, there are various ways you can have it. You can have your own money, or if you're going to have clients, you can get advances or deposits from the clients. This can be used as working capital, or you can get some kind of credit from your suppliers if you're running a store, a retail kind of business. You can get store credits from your suppliers that you don't have to pay for 2-3 months, or rent, holiday that the landlord allows you to pay after 2-3 months of setting up the business. These are the ways that you make sure that you have enough cash to set up the business.
If I can just interrupt you for a minute, how would you advise people who are looking to going into banks to get a loan? How advisable is it when it comes to business?
It's good if you can get the money. It's always better to use someone else's money than your own to risk it. But unless you have a good credit and you have a personal wealth, it's difficult to get. In general, it's difficult to get money from the bank.
So in terms of starting a business, you mentioned two aspects to it, the cash flow and profitability. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the profitability aspect, please?
Okay. The cash flow is what you need to start the business. Now, you need to look at the profitability of the entire the business operation. Unless it's profitable in the long term, even if you have the cash flow, it's not going to sustain for long term.
That's right.
In terms of profitability, you can do a little bit of a research on the market, how you can differentiate yourself from your competitor, bring some unique perspective to the business. Also, you can segment the market. You pick your own clientele that you are going to cater for. That's also going to separate you from your competitors.
Like a niche market, you
Niche
mean?
market, yes. Or you tailor your service to a certain group of people. Profitability is not the profit and loss statement. The profit and loss statement is simply revenue minus expenses. But the profitability is how you make your operations more efficient, more aligned with your market expectation, and how uniquely you position yourself in the market. Unless you do that as an ongoing thing, it's difficult to survive in the market. You segment these things, fine-tune your operation, there are better chances of succeeding in the business.
Thank you very much for your time and advice, Mr. Ragul Kanagaratnam, and we will follow up with you for more tips and advice in the weeks to follow.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.